Morning to everybody on YouTube. I'm just going to sort it out getting into the room. I do this ridiculous thing now, so it might go a little bit funny, but hopefully. So I'm just going to mute myself. Morning, everyone. Lovely to have you along this morning. I hope everybody's well and had a good weekend. Hopefully you can hear me now on YouTube. I just had to mute it because otherwise I don't really understand what's going on. I get a bit of feedback and stuff. So, but yeah. So lovely to see you all. And I hope you've had a good weekend. I have. It's been a bit about sending the little one back to school. It is really strange getting up thinking about virtual learning. I think until you're out of it, you don't realise what it was like in it, do you? Sometimes I think you just sort of plod on with it, and now we're at the other end of it. I'm like, wow. I mean, I must admit we didn't do a lot that. Really struggling, but he's gone back today. I do miss him. But I'm sure he was a bit sad about it all. I think he'd much prefer to be at home. But hopefully he'll have a lovely day. They're doing gardening this afternoon, so I think they're easing them in, which is really good. So he went in okay. But yeah, it felt like the first day of school again. You know, when you drop them off and they're little, they're all at the gates like, but it was, he's gone in. So and hopefully this is it now. We're in and we're not going to have any more. So yeah. So yes, I'm in my shed all on my own. I have a day. Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am though. I've got a keyboard. I'm going to be doing some songs. Oh, I'm just going to have a lovely day. I'm going to go for a walk. It's going to be lovely. So I'm going to make the most of my day today, most definitely. So yeah. So and it's not raining, and yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So morning, Lois. Morning, Pip. Morning, Mom. Morning, Ursula. Morning, Sue. Lovely to have you along. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Janet. Hi, Morag. Hi, June. Hi, Jan. Hope you're well. Hi, Francis. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Jill. As I say, I hope you're all absolutely fantastic and had a good weekend. I went for more walks at the weekend. It's more walks. It's what it's all about, isn't it? So I've got because I'm terrible. I've just got a line of muddy boots in my porch. I just put a new pair. I'm terrible, so I need to sort that out. Anyway, today is International Women's Day, and occasionally I have done a session that's fallen on that. And the song that we're going to do today has been inspired because it's International Women's Day, and we have done it before. It's a fabulous gospel song. And it's called I'm Gonna Lift My Brother Up, I'm Gonna Lift My Sister Up, I'm Gonna Lift Us All Up. And it's brilliant. It's a 3-part, just really brilliant gospel. It's really rousing, and there's some stamping and clapping. So it's a really happy one for a Monday morning. And what I think is always fascinating about International Women's Day and what it stands for is that when you get in, basically when women are lifted status, everybody actually gets lifted as well. It sort of has that whole effect, and that's why I sort of thought this song was brilliant, because it's about lifting everybody up. So morning, Angela. It's lovely to have you along. So in terms of the week, very much going back to what I was doing prior to Isabel's mock exams. So I'm here this morning. Tomorrow morning I'll be doing a sing like this, and then we'll go into a bit of a yoga session. Really looking forward to that. Tuesday night, big full rehearsal. Wednesday, I think I've put Thursday. There's going to be a video coming up of a song on Wednesday or Thursday, and then Friday back for gospel. Ha 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 ha. And I'm going to start sorting all the bookings out for sessions as we start opening up. But I'll put more together about that, and I've got lots of time. Anyway, so we're going to take a nice breath in. And let it out in a big sigh. Ah, lovely. And again for me. And out again. I'm a bit bunged up, actually. Lovely. And we're just going to do a really good roll of those shoulders. It's always the best place to start. Get them loosened off. Get them nice and soft. Make sure they're not all chunked up by our ears. It's so easy, isn't it, to sort of and then put tension in, and we don't realise we're doing it. So just nice, soft shoulders. Give those hands a bit of a shake as well. That's always good. Give them a bit of a shake. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then just do a nice big for me. Brilliant. As melodious as we can make it. Lovely. And then we can do a nice low one. Lovely. And again for me. Lovely. And as we're doing that, we can really feel that jaw dropping down. So let's try it again on a high one, or just do whatever, but just feel that jaw. Lovely. Let's do a low. Lovely. Let's do it on a j. Lovely. Let's do a low. Lovely. And let's do a lovely. Let's take it from the bottom to the top. Lovely. Let's do a v. Lovely. Let's do a z. Oh, I have missed this. Let's do a hung. Hung. And get that hung out for quite a long time. Really narrows all the breath, so we get a maximum usage out of the breath. So let's do a hung again. Hung. Lovely. And then let's just do a bit of a scale, so a little bit of a lovely, and then we'll do a lovely. I'm really missing building scales. It's such a small little part of our rehearsal, but I love it when we do that, when we go and we have the lows stick on the bottom, or then we do the other one. It's a bit more complicated. I really miss that. I'm really looking forward to getting back to that. I'm just going to stand there and bask in it when we finally hear it. Morning, Marion. Lovely to have you along this morning. So, so let's just do a nice soft jaw. Morning, Sue. And then a so we're nice and soft. So, the words to this song are, it starts with I'm going to lift my sister up. Then it changes to I'm going to lift my brother up. We're going to lift each other up. And that's the that's the song. And then the words aren't too bad. It starts on the middle part, and then the lows and the highs come in together, but I'll teach them separately. Some of you will remember it. I think we did it at Willersley first, and then I think I brought it back with us, and then it's lovely. So I'm just going to go for it, and so everybody can sing this part, and everybody's singing the words all at the same time. So it's it's helpful to hear it. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. Is that okay? So I'll break that down for you. So it starts with, I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. That's very much in the metaphorical sense, because I'm definitely heavier than I was. But there we go. It'll be all right once we get going again, won't it? So, I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. And then as we're lifting these people up all the way through the song. It always starts on that next note. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. The next part comes off that note. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. Is that okay? Let's go from the start. So we'll take that all the way up. So I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. Then we take it down. If I don't lift her up, 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 then you come off that note, I will fall down. I'm gonna, and then it just keeps on going round. So should we try that all? Try that all the way through. Everybody's parts are very, very similar. I'm going to do it with the track. So, I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. This is all of the parts in. So this is all of the parts in. So I'm going to take it out. I'm just going to do the lows to start with. So it's very similar. Very similar. So this is the lows on their own. So hopefully. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. Little bit different there, but not too bad. So I'm going to go back to the start. So I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. So similar to what you've been hearing. And then you're off that note again. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. Is that okay? So you stick up there, won't you there? I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. Then you're off that note. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. So slightly different to what you've just heard, but not too bad. I'm going to do that again for the lows. I'm going to lift my sister up. She is not heavy. Off that note. I'm going to lift my sister up. She is not heavy. Off that note. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. I'm gonna, and then you go down. If that climb up is a little bit, then drop it down if it is a little bit high. But yeah, so that's the low part. So I'm going to put the high part in now, so we can hear that because that's coming in at the same time. So I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. So it's exactly the same as the middle, just higher. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. off the note that you finished on. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. This is where it gets a bit higher because you're off this note. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. Is that okay? So the high, very similar to the middles, and you're just always just taking it up from that last note that you've got to. Is that all right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring, because I've got enough track, I'm going to bring it in part by part, but then when we do it all together, lows and highs will come in together. So it starts in the middles. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the lows. So the middles are going to start, then the lows, and then the highs, and I'll sing the new part that's coming in so you can hear how it fits. Okay, so this is middles. Off we go. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. This is just the lows. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. This is highs coming in. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. We're going to lift our brother up. I'm going to lift my brother up, he is not heavy. I'm going to lift my brother up, he is not heavy. I'm going to lift my brother up, he is not heavy. If I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, I will fall down. We're gonna lift each other up, we are not heavy. We're gonna lift each other up, we are not heavy. We're gonna lift each other up, we are not heavy. If we don't lift us up, 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 we will fall down. Oh yeah! Oh, it's a fabulous song to sing. It really, really is. It's quite an empowering one, isn't it? As I say, we did it at Willersley for the first time, and then I definitely brought it back, and I think it was sort of part of the repertoire for a little while. But as I say, it's a gospel spiritual. I did have the information up on it. Hang on, bear with me. About who wrote it. And let me see if I can find that. I think I've lost it. But yeah, it was written by a lady, and by Faya Rose Torre. Is who wrote it, and as I say, there is a lot of evidence, a lot of research that has gone into the fact that if you give women equality in a society, it does lift everybody up. And David Attenborough actually says that as well. He says the saving the world very much depends on equality within women and everything like that. And we can't argue with David Attenborough, can we? So there we go. So I thought it was a really good one for today, because it's about lifting women up, but then once we do that, then everything gets lifted up as well. So it's let me just tell you about Faya Rose Torre. She was a lawyer and educator, and the first African American woman judge in Alabama. Mary Alice and Peter first learned this from the singing of Jane Sapp. So it's travelled around the world. But yes, it was written by Faya Rose Torre. So there we go. So brilliant. So it's a big song. And there's a lot of push in it, which we can really feel. So it's really good to sort of take those big breaths, and then on all the parts. So I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. When you do the heavy, if you think about lifting your soft palate, it just gives it all a little bit more room at the back. So if you run your tongue across the roof of your mouth, I know we've done it before, half a bit at the back. Hey, if you smile into it, I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. So there we go. I was reading something the other day, as obviously I've been working in a test centre, and there's quite a lot of people in the arts who've gone into sort of jobs like that. And there was an article in the New York Times about a choir director who was working in a COVID test centre, and he's been using all these tricks to lift the soft palate so people can get the swabs down the back, such as saying car, smiling, and also imagine that you're biting into an apple, which is one I've never heard of before, but it really opens if you imagine you bite into an apple. But it's a really good trick for this song. Heavy really lifts it up. So the last lines I just sort of threw you into those is we're going to lift each other up. We're gonna lift each other up. We are not heavy. And then the last little bit is if we don't lift us up. I'm not sure if grammatically it's too right, but it don't matter. If we don't lift us up, we will fall down. Is that okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to listen to it once sitting down. Highs and lows, you will come in together. So it's going to be middles to start, just to get it started, and then lows and highs coming together. So I'll play it through just so you can find your notes. So this is the middles. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. So lows and highs coming in to go. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. We'll sing it through once, then we'll stand up. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. It's the lows. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. Is that all right? So it's coming in all together. I think it just sounds nice that way. Right, I'm going to stand up. If you are standing up, then brilliant. If you're not, that's absolutely fine. Look, I got dolled up for the school run. I put a skirt and a jumper on me. Amazing. So feet hip width apart. Just make sure we've got a nice little bit of sway. One foot maybe in front of the other, just because it releases a bit of tension. Make sure you're nice and soft. And as I say, you can have a bit of a bop to this one. If you want to clap, then it's the 3 claps. Or you can stamp. We did that as well. So if I don't lift her up. So yeah, and if I don't. So, I've loved it this morning. It's been lovely. It really has. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the song. And as I say, happy International Women's Day. So, shall we go for it? Let's go for it. I'm going to lift my sister up. I'm going to lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm going to lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm going to lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. Sister again. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. I'm gonna lift my brother. I'm gonna lift my brother up. He is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my brother up. He is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my brother up. He is not heavy. If I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, I will fall down. We can lift each other. We're gonna lift each other up. We are not heavy. We're gonna lift each other up. We are not heavy. We're gonna lift each other up. We are not heavy. If we don't lift us up, 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 we will fall down. Yay! Absolutely lovely. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, it's lovely. Oh yeah, it's quite nice now because I know I can finish this and then I can just faff about with music all day. Woo! I haven't got to do fractions. Yay! So that's love. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Shall I tell you what? This morning I've got up. We've taken Sam to school. I've had to take my car in for it's got a fault and a service, and then just before we got back in time, luckily for the singing, just before I went live, the lady at the garage phoned me and she said, "You do realise you haven't got any MOT on your car, do you?" I was like, "No." It ran out last month. She said, "Do you want me to fit you in?" I went, "Yes, please." So Honestly, it's just in this whole strange sort of situation. Yeah, totally forgot it. So morning, Peter and Carol. I'm sorry if I didn't say hello to you. I didn't see you. And Jan and Phil as well. Yeah, I hope everybody has. I really enjoyed it this morning. It's been a fab song. So thank you so much. And as I say, have a lovely day. I hope you've all had a good weekend. Yeah, hope is in the air, isn't it? It's like yeah, it is. It's hopeful, isn't it? So thank you so much, everybody. Thoroughly looking forward to tomorrow. As I say, I'll do a sing in the morning, and then I'll do a bit of yoga afterwards. The full one. The full rehearsal tomorrow on Facebook. So, and Mini Wachoni should be coming out this week. Can't wait for that. It's going to be amazing. Thank you to everybody who's contributed. It's going to be lovely. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Oh, hiya, Jane. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much, everybody. I really enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 10:30 as well. Any problems, any questions, give me a shout. But once again, thank you for all of your support and joining me this morning. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody on YouTube. Thank you so much.